Well, one of the first things we did was we went up with a group of friends and we went to Avon Dam and Nepean Dam. We saw some nice birds up there, but in particular we saw a rock warbler, which is always exciting for us. We've talked about rock warblers briefly in a very early episode, but I think, again, we've got some new listeners and they may not have heard us talk about rock warblers. Rock warblers are a gorgeous little bird. They're the only endemic bird to New South Wales, meaning they're the only bird that we've got that only occurs here. And they only occur within a radius of 240 kilometres from Sydney. So they're really special. They, as you can imagine, like being near rock, and they particularly like Sydney sandstone or limestone, and usually near water. So do you want to have a go at describing a rock warbler for us, Lou?
Well, it's quite an ordinary looking bird, mid-size. It's sort of dark grey, but it's got red on it, not red, rufous, I would say, on its breast.
Yeah, I think cinnamon's the colour that...
Oh, cinnamon.
That's what appeals to me in terms of that description.
Well, and they're a discreet little bird that hops around on these sandstone rock platforms. It's a very specific habitat that they inhabit. I mean, you won't see them in heathland. You won't see them in rainforest. You only see them on these rock platforms. So we were very worried, weren't we, when the fires came through in 2019-20, given the amount of sandstone rocks there are in the forest
that were in the
burnt
fireground.
and burnt and burnt. And we really thought that these little creatures might not make it. But we've been very nicely surprised.
Yes, yeah. They like hopping around in those kind of little rock crevices, and they're looking for insects. These are insectivores, and they move very quietly, and you won't see them unless you move very quietly too. They're very quick to nick off if they become aware of human activity. But
yes, I think it's best to actually find your rock platform, preferably an extensive one, because I think they need quite a bit of rock, and then hang out there.
Yeah,
and wait for
quietly.
them to come to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So some of the places where I have seen them that might give you some hints on where to go looking for rock warblers are along the Picton Weir Fire Trail, out the back of Lake Alex, where there are some rock walls and ledges, along the Cave Creek walking track. They've come back since the fires there. We saw a large group there.
And in Moreton National Park, which burnt like a crisp, I saw them. You remember how excited I got? A bit
That's
hysterical.
Right. Yeah.
And I've seen them down at Talong.
Oh, right.
Yes, down there. As I started to creep down towards the river, there were some really extensive areas of sandstone.
So keep your eye out for rock warblers, everybody. They're a beautiful little bird, and as you can appreciate, they're super special to our area. No one else has got them.